Hello?
Hey, Emmanuel, it's Carly.
Carly, why are you calling me? You know I hate talking on the phone. I'm a millennial.
I'm calling because it's 1996 and texting isn't really a thing yet.
Oh, duh.
Wait, let me add Jamidra to the call real quick. Hold on.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's the plan tonight?
Okay, so my mum says that if we promise not to be too loud, you guys can come over tonight and spend the night.
Oh my god. Like a slumber party? I was never allowed to go to those. Yes!
Oh my God. Yes, come through. I'm on my way right now.
Wait a minute. There's just one thing, though.
What?
Bad news, Carly's mom. This is gonna be loud.
Oh, make me over. I'm all I wanna be. A walking study in demonology. Hey, so glad you could make it. Yeah, now you really made it. Hey, so glad you could make it now.
Hey everyone, I'm Emmanuel.
I'm Carly.
And I'm Jamidra.
And we're the hosts of
The Cooler Live.
Oh my God. So you may have noticed the theme of the night is 90s Slumber Party.
So we're going to play a little Truth or Dare.
And in honor of Stevie Nicks, Lana Del Rey, and Luna Lovegood, we're going to get a little witchy in here.
And we're going to have some very special friends come and visit us until their mums call and say they have to come home.
Bummer. So that Courtney Love choreo moment was cute. But I kind of wish we had planned like a whole full-blown 90s dance extravaganza.
That would have been better, like with the hairbrush and like the mirror, and you've planned it all. And why didn't we think of that?
Because we're losers.
Who said we didn't plan choreograph? Hold my mic.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Slay me, queen, slay.
How does one follow that? I don't know, like maybe something.
Who knew Jamiroquai was going to show up?
Who knew?
Shout out to our budget. Damn. Okay. So anyone who's heard even half of an episode of The Cooler or has met me for more than 2 minutes knows what's about to go down.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
so spicy.
Thank you.
So spicy.
Are you going to collect your robe, boo?
Okay, I need to collect myself.
Don't put it back on.
How are you guys?
I'm all right.
Hi.
Thanks for coming.
Totes. So before we get started with the show, I have an announcement to make. It's very important. This is now a no scrubs zone.
Yes.
Thanks to Grace for making this. So if you're a scrub, find the nearest exit and leave.
Right there. You can walk out.
Because Left Eye died for our sins, and she also didn't die for you to just respect her like this and continue being a scrub. So,
Please leave.
R.I.P. baby girl, we miss you. Also, when I do karaoke and they take out her raps, sacrilege. Just saying. So any slumber party worth attending gets a little witchy.
Yes.
We know this. And we're in the perfect place for that because apparently this place used to be a mortuary. And people say it's super duper haunted. And if you don't believe that, we have a clip for you that shows someone locking up for the night. And then a little ghost girl shows up. I don't know why.
This is real. This is real.
All right, so he's like, oh, I can't wait to go home and watch Charmed. It's so good. Who dat?
Yes. What's happening? I can't.
It very clearly shows the ghost of a little girl. Very clearly.
Yeah.
But my question is that little girl related to the little girl that's standing up in the balcony right now? Psych.
Oh, gee, you guys.
You all look around.
So I think we should summon Bloody Mary, you guys.
Really?
I mean, everyone does that at slumber parties, right?
Wait, we need a mirror to do that, right?
Yes. Do you have one?
You guys ready for this?
Are you ready for this? That will work.
Okay. Well, let's do it. Well,
Okay,
if
let's
you're
do
going to
this.
make me get in on this action, then I will.
Can I seriously say, don't really look into it, though, because it's terrifying.
All right, let me try.
Cool.
Okay. Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
Where is she at? Is she there? Is she?
Oh, cool.
Oh my God, Bloody Marys.
I will take it.
Oh.
Ashley Ann Krigbaum, you are too kind. Mwah.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Guys, there you go. Summoning good spirits. Oh, that was
This is the devil's water. I don't know what this is.
Fire water.
Okay. So because this venue is apparently on the top of the Hellmouth or whatever, it's the perfect place to indulge in some 90s witchcraft, which brings up the movie that should have won 1996 Best Picture at the Oscars, The Craft.
Preach.
so clear. So clear.
So let's watch a scene and be inspired.
Yes.
Sarah, I'm so sorry. Good. I'm gonna go. One thing first. I bind you, Nancy, from doing harm. Harm against other people and harm against yourself. Wait. I bind you, Nancy, from doing harm. Harm against other people and harm against yourself. Wait. I bind you, Nancy, from doing harm. Harm against other people and harm against yourself. I bind you, Nancy.
Well, that got real fast.
It's real.
Zero chill.
Okay.
Manon has her all f***ed up in the mind. She's like petting sharks the wrong way. It's like, don't do that.
I was so scared by that movie.
Seriously.
I really was.
So in the spirit of that teen classic, I think it's time we bind some problematic celebrities.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm here for it.
Oh my gosh. Who wants to go first?
Well, hang on. Before we do, I have our chokers.
Oh, duh.
Oh, we can't have
We
a
need to put on
90s
the chokers
moment
for this to
without having
work.
chokers.
Hold, please.
Thank you.
Okay, I feel better.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh, so much more comfortable.
Give me a crystal ball. I'm kind of choking, actually.
It's not just a clever name. I don't know. Would it be okay if I went first? Would you
Please
mind?
do.
Please do. Get it off your chest. We're here for you.
I don't know. I've got something. It's really burning. I think for the celebrity I would like to bind, I'd like to anoint 90s relic, the man that Boston wants to give back now, Matt Damon.
Yeah.
It's me, the garbage man. He knows. He knows. I'm charitable, so I'm not even going to say that he's only made one truly good movie. And we all know that that's the Bourne Ultimatum.
Yes.
So don't come for me, Good Will Hunting fans, because I'm not interested. But seriously, though, we need to bind this man to stop him saying anything else. generally in life and offering his trash opinions on topics he knows nothing about. I don't have all night, so I won't go on, but he started a reality TV show about filmmaking, and he took that opportunity to interrupt the only black filmmaker on his show to explain diversity to her.
I remember that, yes.
And
I watched.
in his apology, which was very much of the "I'm sorry you were offended" type, he then congratulated himself for starting a conversation about diversity in Hollywood, which takes some balls. He also thinks that actors should conceal their sexual orientation in order to be more believable on screen. And I find this very rich, considering that being believable on screen is something Matt Damon has hitherto never achieved.
Burn.
So there's that.
Drag her.
Yeah.
Drag. Ha.
And also, he has some opinions on the Me Too movement. And he's like, Me Too, more like too much. Just these women need to be quiet. So that's what he thinks. And so to paraphrase a film critic called Sean Burns, you thought that Ben Affleck was the stupid one. He's not at all. It's Matt Damon. But the thing is, when a villain emerges, a hero always rises. We know this. And the hero in this instance is the woman that Matt Damon dumped on Oprah in 1998. This actually happened, by the way. Google it. It's amazing. Minnie Driver. It's taken 20 years, but she's had her revenge. So when Matt Damon comes out and publicly defends Louis C.K. and says that, women just need to calm down about, being groped, Minnie Driver decides enough is enough, and she publicly denounces Matt Damon as such bollocks, which, in case you're unfamiliar, is British for go f*** yourself. So this is why corkscrew-haired queen Minnie Driver will always be in the best movie of the 90s, which is Grosse Pointe Blank. Am I right? Cool. Just checking. And that's why Matt Damon was just in a movie where he was shrunk to a small size, which isn't even the best movie ever made about people being shrunk to a small size. Shout out Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
If only we could shrink Matt Damon in real life, but we can't. But we can bind him.
We absolutely
Let's
can.
do it.
Let's bind. So, do you want to help me out, guys?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We bind you, Matt Damon.
Yeah.
We bind you, Matt Damon.
We bind you, Matt Damon.
Do you feel like this? No, it's not working.
This isn't like Charm Power 3. It's
No,
not working.
no.
It's like The Craft. We need a fourth corner. Audience,
Oh
will
my
you
God,
be our fourth
guys,
corner?
would you do it?
Help us out with this, please.
He needs to be stopped. Okay, repeat after us. 1, 2, 3. We bind you, Matt Damon. 1, 2, 3.
We bind you, Matt Damon.
It worked.
Okay, my spirit feels like it did. work.
Yeah.
It worked that time.
Feels cleaner in here.
Okay, so since we're on the subject, I have something on my chest. Ooh. I didn't want to have to do this because we are old friends, but I am going to have to bind one Stacy Loretta Dash.
Yeah.
Now, we go way back, but girl, did you really go on Fox News and say that we need to abolish Black History Month?
She did that.
Did you follow it up by attacking social justice bae Jesse Williams for that beautiful speech he gave at the BET Awards? Then did you follow that up by saying that BET, Black Entertainment Television, needed to go off the air even though 85% of the music videos and films starred you in the 90s? Then you turned around and addressed Oprah on Twitter. You don't address the Queen, okay? About her comments about Trayvon Martin. And when you were asked about pay equality, you said that it would all go away if women would, quote, be better negotiators. So you've turned into a robotic political Stepford wife. But that's not even why I'm really mad. I'm really mad because you squandered the good graces that were bestowed upon you by your alter ego, Dion Davenport, my favorite Clueless character.
Yes. Testify.
How dare you? Okay, clearly the Armitages have gotten to you. You are in the sunken place. And for that reason, we need to bind you. So repeat after me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, Stacy Dash.
Stacey Dash.
We bind you.
We bind you. You know that you're about to become a pillar of salt if Jamidra has to adjust her seat to talk to you. She's like,
I had to move.
all right, let me talk to you. I never want to be on your bad side. Okay, so for my binding, there were some nominees in my mind. I was tempted to bind Caitlyn Jenner. Because she's messy in general, but also says things like, it's harder to be a Republican in America than it is to be trans in America, you guys. I can't. But Caitlyn drags herself enough, so I don't even have to use my witchcraft on her.
That's a talent. Self-dragging is a talent.
Then Lindsay Lohan popped into my mind. So Oprah gave her a reality show and ended up being her just like taking things out of boxes and like moving into an apartment. I watched all 8 episodes. Slept in. It was boring. And she disappointed Oprah. And Oprah told her to cut the bullshit. Cut the bullshit. And then she's like, okay. But she didn't. She's still on her bullshit because this very summer in Mykonos, she almost hit me with her car, drunk driving.
That's a true story.
True story. There's
I have a video,
footage.
but I didn't bring it today because, we have enough going
Also,
on.
because it very clearly shows a crime in progress.
I know. Yeah, she almost hit this like thing we were standing on, and then she reverses back, and then someone says, Lindsay! And it's really
So
great.
you know it's her.
But out of respect for Mean Girls and the bop of the century, Rumors.mp3, and her new commercial for Lawyer.com, I don't know if you guys know this. Go look it up. She's like, who hasn't had a DUI or 5? You need Lawyer.com.
I just need to interrupt you. I think that's the only Rumors.mp3 reference that's ever going to take place in 2018.
I'm glad to be the one to bring it forth to the people.
So needed.
It's a bop. It's really good.
It is.
Don't start the rumors, guys. She's trying to live her life with her like red extensions and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was a moment. Okay, so someone I will drag tonight is El Diablo Blanco himself,
Ooh, who?
Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Beef.
I have a few reasons. I need to just like deal with this. Settle in. I hereby charge Justin Randall Timberlake of Orlando, Florida, or Tennessee, or wherever you're from, also known in some circles as Ramen Noodlehead, with the following crimes against humanity. Leaving Janet out to dry after Nipplegate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know.
The list could certainly end there,
Yes.
but I have more.
But it doesn't.
For having the sheer audacity to return to the Super Bowl halftime stage as if nothing happened. And on top of that, resurrecting Prince against his wishes. He said he doesn't want a hologram, and Justin comes and is like, oh, a black person I can take advantage of for a coin. Great. Someone else he takes advantage of, Britney Jean Spears. Yeah, I see a shirt right there with Britney on it. Hey, John. Actually, this is his dress. Oh my God, yes. Thank you for that. Yeah, he brings her up anytime he needs to like sell something or get some interest. It's tired. You guys broke up like 17,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Get over it. She's living her best life. She's an Instagram star and legend. Like, learn something about social media,
Is she
Justin.
still painting?
Yes, nude. No, topless while listening to Mariah Carey.
Oh.
You have to have all the components in order. It's like the stars align every once in a while, and then she does that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Justin, though. That troll song? Okay. It's basically a ripoff of Pharrell's Happy, but
Preach.
like whiter and more shameless. I don't want to hear that. I don't. All right. Speaking of music, that's shitty and no one wants to hear. He read the room post-Trump election, threw on some flannel, fled to the Caucasus Mountains where basic white people were invented, and put on like a All Lives Matter album that Don Jr. probably bops to. He's probably bopping to it right now.
Man of the Woods.
With
Actually-
Aubrey. Is he with Aubrey while he's doing it?
I was going to say, actually, he's probably bopping to Dana DeCane because they apparently had an affair.
Look at you being all topical because we're not recording a week in advance.
And lastly, for ripping off black artists forever and ever, amen. I could go on, but we have a whole show ahead of us, so suffice it to say that he has some nerve. And in the immortal words of Lauren Conrad from The Hills, he's a sucky person. That was about Spencer, Spidey. It was a home moment as well. Around the time Rumors came out. It was great. So join me in binding Justin Timberlake from doing harm against us, really, but maybe against himself too. Like, we should care about him too.
We should
Not really.
do it.
Okay, so on the count of 3, we're gonna say like, we bind you, Justin. Okay, 3, 2, 1. We bind you, Justin. I really hope that.
I feel a
good.
weight that just lifted.
Yeah.
Yes?
I need to recycle this paper and like never think of it again.
Seriously.
Quick query, Ray, the logistics of rolling this back up.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, cool. It's only a live show.
So now that we've taken care of all the binding, it's time to talk about that whole Cambridge Analytica Facebook hacking, right?
Goodness, yes.
Oh my God, you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Psych.
Please.
It's time to play Truth or Dare in the form of...
Yes.
Okay, this is further back than I thought.
Okay.
In the form of Girl Talk,
Yes.
a game of Truth or Dare. Thanks, Jory, for leaving this on my doorstep the other day and changing the whole layout of this show.
Wait, who actually had one of these? Who had one? Raise your hand. That's
Yes.
like 5 hands.
You recognize it. You know what it is.
Yes.
So to set the mood, we are going to take it all the way back to the 90s, and we're going to share a little bit about ourselves, mainly photographs, so that you can picture who you're playing with, because you're not playing with us.
No.
You are playing with them.
These people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, I've been a public media fan for a long time.
Oh, so on brand.
Me and Big Bird used to hang out, and I was a bit of a stylist. I worked with the feathers. I did what I could. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you guys know this, but that beach towel was actually the prototype for the pride flag before they went with the rainbow design.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
how gay is that? I was just like, I'm here, I'm queer, and I wish there were boys to kiss, but I'm only 12. Oh wait, there's my cousin, I'll kiss him. True story.
True. That's a long story.
Yeah, so there she is.
I mean, what else is there to say about my photo than British dentistry at work? It's really quite something, and a little starched collar as well. I just want to note the guy going behind you, in Emmanuel, in
Yes.
seeming disgust in your photo.
He's trying to steal my thunder. He's
really
homophobic, and I'm trying to have a moment.
Trying not to look at your thunder. Let's be honest.
He's interrupting. Ooh,
Oh my God!
Was that the doorbell?
Oh, I think it was.
did
Who's
you
here?
invite someone else?
I don't know. If my mum finds out, this isn't going to be good. Honestly,
Okay,
it's not.
Okay,
See who
hopefully
it
she
is.
let
I
this
don't-
person in.
Oh
Who
my
is
God!
that?
Hi.
Who is it? Oh my God, it's Zahra Noorbakhsh.
Oh, hello.
my God.
Zahra Noorbakhsh, comedian extraordinaire in front of the podcast. Welcome,
Zahra.
welcome to our 90s slumber party.
Amazing you could come. I'm amazed your mum allowed you.
What's that?
Your mum allowed you to come.
She is here tonight, so please don't tell her.
It's going to be difficult.
This is like a dream come true.
How so?
Okay, immigrants in the house,
Hi.
and the number of sleepovers we had.
One with our cousin.
Just, yeah.
Okay, already a dream come true.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so happy you're here. Wait, we should give you some cards.
Ooh.
You can split those
We're
between
like
yourself.
actually trying to play this game.
Yeah, come on, let's do this. Okay, I'll start. Oh, someone's put bands on them. That's helpful.
Carly's mom, jeez.
No. Okay, so this is for Zahra. It's a truth. Truthfully, just how are you? How you doing?
Oh, that was a boring card.
It's simple. It's
Well, it's a good time to be Muslim.
yeah.
Okay, truthfully, really honestly,
Yeah, tell us.
I am like backstage texting about internment. And just that's like my reality. Just like texting about internment and like Persian New Year and then like stuff I'm gonna buy and then also internment and then also like, is this government gonna collapse? And then just stuff I'm gonna buy and then like
So just cash, totally cash.
totally
Yeah.
So,
I don't think that was the answer this card was anticipating.
You said
I did. So straight chilling. Just chilling.
I wanted to have the peak freak out of the classic sleepover. There was always the meltdown.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay. Always.
Okay, so you pick a card and then you dare someone.
Okay. Okay, Emmanuel.
Yes.
I dare you to consensually
Important.
That's important.
sit in someone's lap.
Okay. Carly?
No.
Can I, oh.
No. I do not consent to that.
Demetria, can I put my
Here,
butt
boo.
on you?
Come here. Just bring it over.
Okay, right. Yeah, logistical nightmare.
It's a busy
Oh my God.
stage. It's a busy stage.
Legs for
Hi.
days.
Oh, nice dance. They're a bit hairy, but...
That it's my turn now?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So I have a dare for you.
Me.
Well, let me find out what it is. Okay. Okay. Tell us about your very first kiss, whether it's happened already or is about to happen.
Oh, saucy.
You might be 9. I don't know.
Truthfully, I've never been kissed, but for the
Drew
purpose of this
Barrymore, is that
podcast-
you?
Yes. For the purpose of this podcast, I'll make something up. So my very first kiss was perhaps in the 90s,
Okay.
and it was with a gentleman by the name of Dante.
Ooh.
Yes.
Dante.
I was friends with his sister. We lived in an apartment, and they lured me downstairs to have a romantic kiss with an audience of about 12. All the kids in the building. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a fish face situation. It wasn't that great, but yeah.
But here you are.
Here I am. I have persevered.
Where's Dante?
You know what? I don't know.
He's on Facebook.
Maybe. Hopefully he doesn't find me after this publishes.
It's like, hey, girl.
No. No DMs. So, since I'm in the hot seat, I think it's time for me to put Carly in the hot seat.
Oh, bring it.
So, let me pick a card. I'm going to
But
pick
like
from the-
very lonely hot seat over here. Thanks for ganging up on me, guys.
Sorry about that.
I
Bringing
could have
back
been in
slumber
your
party
lap right
memories.
now. You said no.
You
I
said
did.
no.
I
You
did.
declined.
But I respect your boundaries.
I stand by that decision. I'd
and
say
now
no again.
you missed out on all of this right here.
Yeah. Don't want it. Don't want it.
Hey.
So I'm going to pick from the bottom of the deck. Carly, I dare you to speak in the tune of Happy Birthday, singing.
No.
Sing. You can't talk without singing.
I don't want to do that. So I'm going to segue straight to another dare. I'm going to dare. That was it. It's fine. Oh, Zahra, it's a dare for you.
Ooh.
Okay, it says, I dare you to do 10 to 15 minutes of stand-up based on slumber parties
Ooh.
while the co-hosts go and do a costume change and use the bathroom.
Yeah.
This is very specific.
That's pretty specific, yeah.
Big request in this 90s board game.
These games are out of
Exactly.
control.
I need to
Cray,
find
cray.
that
Oh my God. Okay,
Go
so
back to that time that knows all about me. Hey, how y'all doing?
Okay.
You guys are awesome. This is an awesome crowd. Give it up for yourselves. Where are all the good white people? Where are you at? It's really inappropriate. Just taking up space. My name is Zahra. I am a feminist Muslim Iranian American comedian. I just absorbed that into my star pose. Thank you. It's a good time to be Muslim and feminist and Iranian and American. Never thought I'd say that last one like that. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know if you guys have my similar experience where you're just like, I could be shopping or the government could collapse. I could pay this bill, or there will be no such thing as bills next week. And maybe I don't have to pay it. That's where I go. That's where my brain goes, is the opportunism. That's what I do. That's what I'm about. How can I win? How can I win? I've got these diaspora quads that are ready to run. Whew. I say Iranian, people get scared by this. I like to have fun with it. I like to sit in the front row of nuclear physics classes. Excuse me, professor? This plutonium. and you find that on the Craigslist? I really like to do extra credit. My name is Zahra. This guy came up to me at a Whole Foods. And he goes, what's a Persian? What's an Iranian? What is that? What's Persian? What's Iranian? Why do you have two things? I'm just one thing. I'm just an asshole. And then right after that, he was like, what's a spring onion? What's a scallion? I don't understand. One of them's exotic. One of them just says what it is. What if I want to make tzatziki? Do I need spring onions? Do I need scallions or shallots? The same thing? Can I trust the CIA? And then he ran for president. And that's how that ended. I can feel the rage inside of me. People always want to hear, like, what is the Muslim girl's Trump impression? Well, I can't do it. I can't. I won't. Applause for that. Good job, white people. Good job. You have to say that. You have to say good job. Good job. I can't do it. Every time I do it, all I hear is just This is like the most I have of a Trump impression I will give to you. This is what a white man can do. Thank you. I have a white man. I own a white man by marriage. I'm very happy with him. I find him adequate. He's adequate. Now, people say mediocre. I think that's mean. He's adequate. Have you ever seen a confident white man? It's unbecoming. It's ugly. I'm an adequate white man. I feel like adequate white guys are like the golden retrievers of the doggy kingdom. You know what I mean? Hey, I just want a friend. I just want to get along. Why can't we all just get along? Hey, I just want a friend. Just a friend. One of you. Token. Who was racist to you today? Just today, sweetie, just today. And I have to train him. You have to train them, right? I have to train him. I have to say, hey, boy, what do you do when it's time to step up? You step back. No, you don't get a treat every time. You have to train them. He and I had very different upbringings. I'll tell you guys a little bit about my dad. The immigrants in the house. Yeah. Can we celebrate immigrants right now? Also, Dad, wherever you are, listening to KQED because he's such a fan, yes, it did happen. The picture I drew of me when I was a little girl doing stand-up in my pajamas for a KQED show. That's a reality that I'm living in right now. Thank you. When I was a kid, my dad, no, you did not bring home an A-. You brought home an A-, my dad would be like, what the shit the hell is this? What the shit the hell is this, Zahra? An A-? Minus? And it was like he was looking at me, just saying those two words. He was looking at me and he was saying with his eyes, just, we did not escape a revolution and swim across the Atlantic Ocean and kiss the feet of the Statue of Liberty for you to get an A- in algebra. Algebra? Or people invented algebra, you infidel. So I went and I studied and I brought home the A. And he said, what the shit the hell is this? An A? Why, it's not an A+. So I went and I studied and I brought home the A+. What the shit the hell is this? An A+? Why'd you take such an easy class? There's no winning! Thank you, front row, you feel me. I see it, I see the pain. I see the pain. My husband is in medical school right now. How did I end up putting a man through medical school? How did that happen? I'm the comedian. It's supposed to be the other way around. And he, like, his first day, he came back and he was like, this is so hard. It's like people have been doing this since they were kids. I'm like, I don't have a joke yet for how I want to tear you apart. What do you think Kumon is? This is so hard. It's a good boy at learning things. I introduced my barista. He was a barista before I fixed him. Brown girls fix men. Where are my brown girls at? We do a good job. We fix men. When I introduced him to my father, he was a barista and an English major and an atheist. And after I finished explaining to my dad why he was majoring in his own language, my dad was like, what the shit the hell is an atheist? He didn't know what an atheist is. And I realized it's because in Farsi, there is no word for atheist. There's just 7 slurs. He who saw God, then denied God. Asshole, kill him. He who saw God, then denied God, then had another chance. He saw God again, and he was like, no, I don't care. Asshole, kill him. And all of them. And it just like keeps going down from there. So I was like trying to figure out like, okay, well, he believes in science. And my dad said, you mean that Tom Cruise shit? And I was like, well, how did this just get worse now? And then my mom, out of nowhere, comes in. This is extra fun. She's in the house tonight. Give it up for my mom, you guys. My mom comes in and she says, is he circumcised? She says, well, if he's Jewish, then he's circumcised already, and then you don't have to do that because no man will do that for you, Zahra. Is he circumcised? And I said, I don't know. Because that is a trick question. And my dad has had enough of this, and he's like, listen. The word Muslim just means one who surrenders to a force greater than himself. That's it. You know, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, atheist, it's all the same damn shit. Hey, yeah, you can applause for that. But he says, we all believe in God. We all surrender to that God. I was like, he doesn't believe in God, not any God, no God. He believes that we have religion due to the lack of a real economic infrastructure. And my dad takes this all in, and he thinks for a minute, and then he comes back with, does he believe in gravity? Gravity is a force greater than himself. He surrenders to that force. He cannot change it. He's a Muslim. So welcome to the religion of Islam, everybody. It is a wild and grounding ride. My name is Zahra. That's my time. Thank you guys so much.
I needed to have like a pterodactyl moment. I'm wearing a Power Ranger shirt for people listening at home.
Well, hang on. Everybody give it up again for Zahra Noorbakhsh.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Queen.
She was so great. I forgot to thank her because I'm an asshole. I feel really bad about that. She's amazing.
But can we just regard the costume change that took
Yes.
place with one of the co-hosts?
The leggings.
Well, now that I'm over here by
leggings
myself, I might as well just put my feet up.
It's almost like the
stretch
Union
out.
Jack
Enjoy
dress was
yourself.
not going to work out long term.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, guys. During a slumber party, there comes a point where you have prank called all the boys you possibly can.
Yes.
About midway through, you're getting tired, ice cream coma, and you just want to flop on the couch and watch some commercials. So we thought we would just show you a few of our favorites, and I thought I would start with some particular oddities from 90s Britain.
This commercial is classified too juicy. Frutella, too juicy for my mom, too juicy for my dad, too juicy for my nan. Frutella, too fruity for my cat, too juicy for my dog, too fruity for my shark. Frutella, too juicy for my car, too fruity for my shirt, so juicy to her. What? Stop that! It's far too juicy. A Frutella too juicy for you?
What is going on?
Is this how they sell candy across the pond? What's
They
going
must
on?
do. It is. So someone's seen that commercial before, right? Yes. It's pretty iconic. Like, what is going on in it? Like, who thought it would be a good idea to have a kid singing "I'm Too Sexy"?
Yeah.
It's just like, and like the bedroom eyes he's giving, and like the female chauffeur who lets him out of the car, who's also dressed like she's going to Folsom Street Fair. Like the pelvic thrust at the end. I don't get it, but I love that it exists. And I think if Taylor Swift had to pay Right Said Fred royalties for that song that she did, those people had better have paid Right Said Fred royalties too.
Yes.
Okay, so here's another one. And when you work out, or when you recognize the actor who appears in this particular 90s commercial, please signify with a whoop that you've recognized him.
You're not going to believe this.
You're right, I'm not.
I'm really sorry I'm late.
Late? We're on the coffee.
It's kind of blended. Just in time.
Well, now, I think you know everyone, except
We've already met.
we share the same taste in coffee.
Golden roasted, richer, smoother, Nescafe Gold Blend.
You're always this late.
I'm lovely tomorrow.
What's happening tomorrow?
I'm inviting you for dinner.
What makes you think I'll accept?
You can't resist my coffee.
Sounds like they're sharing more than coffee.
Carly, is he talking about his D? I think he is.
It's the way he goes, gold blend. Look at the start.
You know you want it.
Oh, everyone knows that that's Giles from Buffy, right? That's Anthony Stewart Head, who starred in this really long-running series of commercials in the UK from the 80s to the 90s, and it's all about this will they, won't they couple who live across the hall from each other, and all they do is talk about coffee. And it's acted like they're in the Royal Shakespeare Company, which is my favourite bit. I know people that care more about the characters in this storyline than they do their own family members, which is insane. Yeah, I just love that this ad exists, and the fact that like Giles is in it, and the fact that all the ads revolve around how wonderful this coffee tastes and how sophisticated it is. But anyone who has tasted Gold Blend knows that it tastes like brown cereal water. So I don't know. I love it so much, and I'm so glad to share it with you all tonight.
Snaps to that.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to share one that is a little bittersweet for me, and I'll tell you why after we watch. Sing along if you know it.
I don't want to grow up, I'm a toy collection. They got a million toys and toys that I can play with. I don't want to grow up, I'm a toy just kid. They got the best for so much less. You really clip your lip. From bikes to friends to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is. I don't want to grow up, 'cause baby if I did, I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. More games, more toys, oh boy, I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah.
Aww.
You saw Urkel in there, by the way, yes? So true story. When I was about 12 years old and this commercial aired, I actually cried. Because I realized in that moment that I was no longer going to be a Toys R Us kid. So this multi-million-dollar company taunted me about the fact that I was no longer going to be in the cool kids club for Toys R Us toys. Well, revenge is sweet. Because they're going out of business and I'm still here.
You psychopath.
You might be an adult, but they're bankrupt. So.
Exactly. Don't cross me. I never let go.
If there's any small business owners out there, don't piss off Jamidra.
So I got another one to share, and this one is a little bit more awkward and uncomfortable, and I'll let you watch.
It seems no matter where you go, people are hearing about Clairol's Herbal Essences shampoo. Hearing about the all-natural botanicals, the organic herbs and pure mountain water. But what impresses them most is how much people love their hair. Could you bring me some of that shampoo? Herbal Essences, a totally organic experience.
Okay, how many of you had to sit in the living room with your parent, your aunt, your uncle, while this woman pretended to have an orgasm while shampooing her hair? As if adolescence needed to be any more awkward than it already was. Herbal Essence found a way.
Also, who washes their hair on a plane?
Apparently that woman.
I'm just trying not to cry.
Oh my God. Speaking of getting so fresh and so clean,
yes.
I present to you a 90s DILF who's definitely on something. I'm not sure what.
Zestfully clean, zestfully clean.
You are your daddy's girl. You both love it when your skin feels smooth.
Zest rinses clean away, and the cleaner you rinse, the smoother you feel.
What was he on?
Whatever he's on, I want some. Unless it's bath salts, because I'm a pescatarian. I can't be out in these streets, biting people's faces off. Like,
whatever he was on, it was some good
not
stuff.
a good look.
I'm still not convinced you haven't just made that add up. I don't think it's real.
They didn't have that overseas?
No. We had sophisticated coffee adverts.
Exactly.
Yeah, his armpit is the cleanest thing on earth. He's just yeah.
It's zesty, clearly.
Him and the Herbal Essence girl should get together.
You know what?
I know he has children and a wife, but shit happens, You meet the love of your life because you both like to really get in there and get the dirt out.
Maybe they'll meet on a flight.
Yes.
Yeah, business trip.
I think that they're matched in enthusiasm levels. Wouldn't want to be their neighbors.
Okay, wow. I will await their sex tape soon. I'll find it on Reddit and share it with you guys next time.
They'll leak it, and then there'll be a reality show. So, yeah.
Yeah. So this next commercial, you guys are not ready for. It is obscene, I would say. All I have to say is, if you're going to name a toy for children after anything, it probably shouldn't rhyme with the word that means scrotum.
Yeah.
Us two ball jacks are where it's
Can you believe? I took that quote from Jonathan from Queer Eye, who we just interviewed. The episode came out today, you guys.
Yeah, go
You
and
should
listen to it.
But back to Ballsack. If I ever do get married, first dance to that song for sure.
Absolutely.
That's a walk down the aisle
with
song.
ball sacks.
Surely.
Yeah.
And he took that load from the fire hydrant, just saying.
Really?
I am so turned on right now.
Is that why the pillow, no scrubs, just over?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's incidental.
Woo, slip and slide.
Wow.
It's another 90s game that has nothing to do with what she just said. Trying not to get canceled by KQED here.
Yeah, trying to. So, enough commercials. Let's watch a little MTV.
Sure.
Yeah.
Somebody.
No.
The
No.
worst.
Change the channel. No. Please. Right now.
No, change it.
Change.
Kinda.
I actually like this one.
My mum says this song is sinful.
No.
Christian rock.
No, change it.
Ooh,
Oh,
we like this
is
one.
better. Oh.
Play that
this
tennis
is-
racket,
yeah.
Queen.
You guys, there was that Kendra McKinley song.
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like, wouldn't it be amazing if like she was just like here
That would be great.
and ready
Imagine.
to talk to us, and possibly sing a couple of tunes?
I
Can you
can't even.
imagine?
I can't
odds?
even.
Can you imagine?
I kinda.
Can you imagine if the doorbell rang right now? Just oh my god! Oh my god! It's Kendra
Oh my
McKinley!
God. Hi. She's here, IRL.
It came true.
In Carly's mom's basement. We're keeping the fantasy alive. Hi. How's it going?
It's great. How are you doing?
You're giving me life with these knee highs. 90s profesh.
Giving my legs warmth with this mini dress.
So that music video we just saw is by you. But also...
I think she knows that.
Love the Mario Kart, very 90s.
Yes.
Cool points for that. Also cool points for collaborating with OMG Everywhere, a nonprofit that helps kids make music videos. Can you tell us about the experience of making that video?
Sure. So it happened at Scandinavia, RIP. And as you said, it's a camp for young children to get to make music videos. So they recruited a number of different Bay Area artists who showed up and were like divided up into groups of 6, and we played the songs for the kids, and then they brainstormed what visualizations came to them as they listened. So when I played them this song, they were like, I'm thinking like dance party, a lot of streamers, like, you know, we'll use the fog machine, you're gonna be jumping around a lot. And we made a gigantic TV out of cardboard, so let's use that, so we'll have video games be a central theme.
And the fact that like the still of Mario Kart had Toad, he was my favorite. He's like so nimble and like really quick and stuff, especially on Rainbow Road where you can take the shortcut. Okay, I'll stop. This is about you and not about Mario Kart.
What was Toad's line though? Like when he
Oh, Yahoo! That's what it was. And then Peach's was, ooh, I got it. And she like did something devilish. She like murdered an entire family. And she's like, got it. I'm amazing.
But then Wario was like, I'm gonna win.
And then Luigi was like, no. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. Wait, we hate Justin, sorry.
We bound him.
We could be here all night. So it sounds like you're working with some really amazing kids. They're like stylists and directors and producers, and they're, you know.
Yeah.
So since you were so close with the youths, a lot of things are going on right now. We've got Me Too. We've got children standing up in Parkland, Florida. Shout out to them.
Yes.
And so I'm wondering, since you're so close, are we in good hands? Like, do they have us? Do they got us?
I think if anything, we just need to get out of the way.
Yeah.
They're fine. They're fine. They're much brighter. I mean, you know, they've lived in a very fast-paced world, so their response to just the maelstrom of bullshit is much faster than ours. You know, we grew up with dial-up.
Yeah. AOL. Shout out AOL. R.I.P. AOL.
It's like, I'm waiting to sext. And like when your mom picks up the phone and then like right mid something going
I
on
think
with a
it's
stranger.
actually called cybering.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We're in the 90s, sorry. But yeah, we do need to get out of the way. It's like Oprah says about like old people who have like racist opinions. They just have to die.
Does that mean that we
Sorry.
just have to die? Did you just...
I mean, no.
We're just old. We're not racist.
Yeah.
True. Okay.
Yeah, we can be old.
Kendra.
Still on the fringe of young-ish.
Yeah. I'll take the ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kendra, I heard a rumor that you were born in the 1990s.
It's true.
Speaking of young.
You can confirm. So you're a 90s baby.
I was born in 1990.
So is there anyone else in this audience who was also born in the 90s? Do you want to raise your hand?
90s babies.
Get them, 80s babies, get them. They've just identified themselves. Make them leave.
got hostile.
Don't mean that. But that doesn't disqualify you from taking place, like from enjoying like a 90s slumber party such as this one. It just means you were
a big deal.
Yeah, you were slightly younger. It's fine. So what was the movie that you guys watched during your 90s slumber parties?
It was Clueless.
Of course.
The Clueless soundtrack was the first CD that I bought.
Really?
As a 5-year-old.
You wanted to be a supermodel.
Yes.
And everyone is gonna dress like you. I could do the whole song, but I'm not going to. Later. Find me on the dance floor.
Yeah, it's pure gold.
Nice. Well, yeah.
So, I hear you have an EP coming out.
I do.
And you have like a showcase at the Fillmore in June. Tell the people when it is so they can go.
Sure. June 1st at the Fillmore. You're all invited. My band is going to be performing with the Brothers Comatose. Going to be releasing the EP that I recorded when I was living in a tent in Big Sur.
Oh, wow.
And
True story?
True story. Yeah, tent life for 5 weeks.
Wow. Was it like a tree bones tent, like fancy with the hot tub outside, or no?
It was definitely like a pitch your own tent, and if you want to bathe, fill up a 10-gallon bucket of water and get a picture.
So no glamping. No glamping here?
There was a kitchen.
Okay, well, I'll take it.
Outside, so it's pretty glamorous. Glamping, camperous.
So can we get a little tease of your new music since you're here?
I'd love to share some music.
Amazing.
Give it up.
Guys, let's get out of her way.
Thank you. Everything is in its right place. Now everything is in its right place. All over coming, 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 coming. All over coming, 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 coming. All over coming, 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 coming. All over coming. Couldn't get up this morning. I just stayed hiding the saying goodbye and be a child about it. My soldier became a stranger. I don't recognize the guy. Wonder why he was a child. How about it? I heard I need some time. I'm trying to dissolve out of it. I'll overcome it. Oh, couldn't get up this morning. I stayed inside. I got high and denied the very size of it. Shaking inside my shelter. The day is too bright. I need night. I need to shy away from it. I'm hurt. I need some time. I'm trying to dissolve out of it. I'll overcome it, coming, coming, coming. I'll overcome it, coming, coming, coming. I'll overcome it, coming, coming, coming. I'll overcome it. Oh. Oh, couldn't get up this morning. I stayed inside. I got high and denied the very size of it. Shaking inside my shelter. The day is too bright. I need light. I need to shine. So I've got one more song for you all, and I didn't write it. But I'm like 98% positive that you all know all the words to it. And if it's true, I really hope that you'll sing along. So what do you say? Last time that we had this conversation, I decided we should be friends. Yeah. But now we're going round in circles. Tell me, will this deja vu never end? Oh, now you tell me that you're falling in love. Well, I never even thought that would be. Yeah. This time it's gotta take it easy, throwing far too much emotion at me. But any fool can see that falling. Gotta make you understand. I'm giving you everything, all the joy, this I swear. And all that I want from you is a promise you will be there. Say you will be there. I'll say you will be there. Oh, won't you sing it with me? If you put two and two together, you will see what our friendship is for. That's right. If you can work this equation, then I guess I'll have to show you the door. There is no need to say you love me. You'll be better left unsaid. I'm giving you everything, all the joy, this I swear. And all that I want from you is a promise you will be there. Yeah, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Tell you what I want, what I really, really want. And if you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever, friendship never. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way. There's no need to say you love me. Be better left unsaid. I give you everything on this, I swear. Just promise you'll always be there. I'm giving you everything, all the joy, this I swear. And all that I want from you is a promise you will be there. All right, everybody. I'm giving you everything, all that I can bring. Yes, I swear. All that I want from you, want you to promise you will always be there. I'm giving you everything, all that I can bring. Yes, I swear. All that I want from you, want you to promise you will always be there.
Thank you so much. My name is Kendra McKinley. This was an actual dream come true. Thank you.
Let's do a makeover. No. Oh, come on, let us. Cher's main thrill in life is a makeover, okay? It gives her a sense of control in a world full of chaos. Please. Sure. Why not? Shit, you guys. I've never had straight friends before.
When my teacher
You guys, let's do a lap before we commit to a location, okay?
Let's do that.
Okay, let's go. Oh my God, my hair peeking through these is really horrendous and monstrous.
Yeah. And in case you're wondering, I'm taking Dion back. Stacey Dash does not deserve her.
I just have something I want to say, and it's really important. You're a virgin that can't drive.
That was way harsh, Ty.
Did I get it?
Yeah, you got it.
It's a little bit like mob wife, but yeah.
Did you see that?
American accent.
I totally paused before I gave my line. That's another line from Clueless, you guys. I'm in character. I'm like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Exactly.
You built the sets.
Yeah, it's very method. I've worn this so much over the past week. I'm like, if my neighbors look in my window, I'm doing a Spice Girls number while doing that. It's a lot.
They have questions. I'm sure they have
I love your neighbors possibly being like, is everything okay with the manual?
He snapped. Yes. Oh, this is my first day in heels. They're very short though, but
He's working it though.
thanks to Midra for.
Gosh. So at every slumber party, you have to have a little bit of scandal, yes? Yes. So in that spirit, we're gonna play a little game called Shag for the purposes of the podcast. Kill Mary. Yes? And thanks to everybody who filled out these little cards.
Yeah, thanks for that. We collected a ton of
actually
them.
going to use them today and on a future episode. So keep listening.
Yeah, so if you're not picked tonight, subscribe, and maybe you'll hear it on a later episode, because we're crafty like that.
So who wants to shag first?
Oh, I think, Jamidra, I've got 3 women in my hand.
Oh, come on, bring it.
And I'd love to know your opinions on them. Shag, kill, marry between, and when you recognize this is your question, by the way, can you go, whoo, because you didn't write your name or anything. Not that I think we asked for any names, so don't worry about that.
You know who you
That's
are.
on us.
Maybe make yourself known, because we'd love to, acknowledge you. Okay, your 3 are 90s queen Winona Ryder.
Okay.
90s queen Liv Tyler.
Okay.
And Canadian Shania Twain.
Oh.
Shania's choice.
Well, I'm going to have to Winona. Or shag Winona. I mean, she just seems like she's feisty, so I'm into that. Who am I going to kill?
Out of Liv Tyler and Shania Twain.
Shania's got to go.
What?
Shania's got to go.
That was a twist. Y'all wanted a twist, huh?
Shania's got to go. You know why Shania's got to go? Because Shania's been pretending to be Southern this whole time. She's Canadian.
She is.
She's the country music singer. She's Canadian.
I hate to pull you up on this. Many's the time on the podcast that you have mooted moving to Canada, and suddenly you are taking down one of their sacred cows. Not a very smart idea, Miss Dion.
I'm just saying, she's deceptive and I can't trust her. Celine is golden, but Shania, not so much. So that leaves Liv.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm marrying Liv.
I think you are.
I could be a jagger.
You could.
I'm here. I'm here for it. So yeah, I'm royalty now. I'm rock royalty.
Whose
Deal
question
with
was that, by the way? Hello. Congrats.
So I think I'm going to go next.
Ooh.
And I am going to direct my question toward Emmanuel. Or should I say Cher?
Cher.
Cher. The podcast host formerly known as Emmanuel.
Yes.
Who is now
I'm like
Cher.
going by a symbol, which is like.
What's your symbol?
Oh, it's one of those fluffy pens from the 90s.
Yes. I'm here for it.
Also, I have to say, when you show a little skin,
Yes.
boys think about being naked and then think about sex.
Yes.
So that's why I'm showing my midsection tonight.
Exactly. And you've been eating your fruit, yes?
What's that?
You've been eating your fruit so your skin can taste?
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
It's all supple. It's all good.
Yes. So I have a few questions for you, Cher.
Yeah.
And I need to know who you want to shag, but really fuck, kill, marry.
Okay.
Alvin Chipmunk.
He's a kill. Chipmunk. Whatever.
Simon Chipmunk.
Oh, okay. I see where this is going.
And Theodore Chipmunk.
You are going to hell, whoever wrote this. Who was it? Come on. Yes.
Reveal yourself.
We see you. We see you.
Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, I love that.
Such a curious setup, that whole living arrangement, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they're brothers, but they're with a man and they're chipmunks.
Yeah.
And they only can afford like one shirt, like a long one.
They had to make it work. They're thrifty.
It's like, where's he shopping? Dave, like, go to like a place for smaller people.
I want to watch a show just about Dave.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I should him.
Okay. He is not on the list, sir.
But that's not on the list.
Yes.
Okay. Short story about my childhood. My immigrant mom gave me like, a lot of love, but also like things to talk about a therapist or talk to a therapist about.
Plenty of material.
Like one, which is when I didn't want to eat, she would say, if you don't eat this, the chipmunks are going to die. And so I'd be like, okay, all of them? Like, whoa, I'm gonna eat this. And then I'm like, okay, I just can't have that one last bite. And she was like, so your favorite Theodore is gonna have to die then.
Mama Hapses. Mama Hapses.
I know. And she's happy with herself. She's in Maryland right now being like, I f***ed him up good.
My son turned out well. He's good.
Look at him now.
Look at him now.
Paragon of heterosexual men all across the land. Greece is very proud of me. Okay, so I already said Theodore's my favorite. He's my boo. I'm going to marry him.
Okay.
I just love him so much. We can eat goldfish crackers together.
Yes.
Like one of those big ones where it has a spout, like one of those.
The Costco one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Economical, just like their outfits. Okay, this next one's hard because I like brains, like Simon's smart.
Mm-hmm.
His girlfriend seems like she's like really buttoned up, but after hours, they get down. I can tell. So I think he'll be good at it, But Alvin is like all up front with it. Like, I have a huge dick and I'm going to like slap your face with it. But I'm in a subtle mood tonight. So I'm going to shag Simon. And I'm going to kill Alvin. It's like too much. Like, if you have to tell us how great you are and like you're the A member and like whatever, we get it. Red means like the most boyish person ever. Like, get over yourself. Die.
But listen. I'm sure that Alvin has great coffee as well.
Oh.
Gold blend.
I mean, sure. But he's dead now, so whatever. Okay, I have one here.
Well, hang on. Do you have any idea how much I'm regretting assigning you the chipmunks backstage? I looked at it and I was like, perfect for Emmanuel. I was so wrong.
There are layers there.
wrong.
Like my whole life was leading up to this moment.
I just had like the darkest glimpse into your psyche. These answers weren't on the spot. You'd been thinking about this.
All my life, I've been thinking about that question. .mp3, buy it on iTunes. I have an album out. I don't. Okay, just small sidetrack. Have you guys seen the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie where they like have to go around the world and then it's girls versus boys and whatever?
Did I mention I have 3 kids? I've seen this.
Okay, so then they like have that like sad ass penguin, the albino penguin.
Yes.
And she's missing her mom. And there's this viral video on YouTube where a little kid in the back of a van watches this clip and sobs. And then I watch it and I sob anytime I need like a release. Because like when real shit goes down, I'm like, I'm fine. I have no problems. I don't need therapy. I'm fine. But when I watch that clip, waterworks.
We all have our triggers.
Also, if those questions were about the Chibettes, it would have been harder because I want to all of them.
No. And we would stop recording.
Yes. Okay. Kali.
Kali.
I mean Ty.
Ty. Okay. Oh, by the way, I was about to drag you for playing with non-existent hair, and then I realized how hypocritical that was.
There's so much.
I was like, he keeps playing with his hair, and it's not that long.
This wig has become a part of you.
Shines like the sea.
Yeah.
I want to be a supermodel. Okay,
It's
Carly.
irresistible. Hi.
Robbie Williams from Take That. Gary from Take That.
Oh, this is so strange.
And Nick Carter.
Whose question was
Yeah,
that?
Yeah, I was going to say, whose question? Come on.
Reveal yourself.
They left. They're like, what the fuck is this?
Someone with a deep knowledge of Take That. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Robbie Williams is awful, so I would kill him. He's awful. Like, the loathing I have for that man, I can't even express. I guess I did just express it, though. Gary Barlow's a big old tax dodger, though. He dodges tax, and like we should pay taxes. Like taxes pay for really important things in society. Yes, like public media. Small percentage of federal funding, guys. Small percentage, but meaningful. Keep paying.
That was a plant. That was a plant to be like, donate to KQED now.
This is where the number comes up.
1-800 the cooler.
Yeah. So
Keep the lights on.
as much as I loathe Robbie Williams, I'd rather have him than tax dodging Gary Barlow.
Oh.
Yeah. So kill Gary Barlow. In a late movie M. Night Shyamalan plot twist. Gonna kill him, marry Gary Barlow, and shag Nick Carter. Because I don't know what his face looks like. Was he the one that was in the Backstreet Boys?
Yes.
Well, this card actually had Justin Timberlake or Nick Carter, but I picked Nick because I just read all of those.
Very true,
So
very
you
true.
just killed him.
Okay.
Nick Carter is from Florida. He has a younger brother, Aaron, who likes to keep the party going.
Oh, he's troubled, isn't he?
He will not let go of the fact that Hillary Duff is his ex-girlfriend and not his current girlfriend. He's like, Hillary, take me back, even though I'm on meth and I'm having a really hard time.
Is that his life now?
What?
Is that his life now?
It is.
Oh.
Who just went, yes?
Yeah, Aaron's having a rough moment, but he'll bounce back. He's a comeback queen, just like Shania, who should not have been killed off. Dion.
So we've learned a lot from these answers, I feel like. Any more on the...
I have one last one.
Ooh, wild card. Okay, come on.
RuPaul.
Uh-huh.
Bob the drag queen.
Uh-huh. Love her.
And another iconic drag legend, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay.
Hello, my dears. That's just the rest of it. We're just going to be doing Mrs. Doubtfire.
So I'm shagging RuPaul because I feel like it can get kinky.
Oh.
I guess I gotta marry Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh.
No.
No, you don't.
No. Maybe I'll kill Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Well,
look
I'll
who it
bring her back to
is.
life and give her a
Hi.
I can't believe the choice was that hard between me and someone who's been dead for 3 years now.
Oh, coming in with the savage heckles, Bob.
That's the worst swipe left I've gotten.
Give it up for Bob the drag queen, everyone!
pause. I'm gonna move this mic.
I thought you would.
I'm so skinny, I'll be hidden behind it. I've lost upwards of 5 pounds here in the.
You're vegan now. You walk everywhere.
Yes.
I actually do make oatmeal every morning, which is so ridiculous. I call my friends from New York City. By the way, I was telling my friend, Sister Roma, who is a legendary San Francisco drag queen, makes a noise.
Hi.
Shout out Sister Roma.
Welcome.
When you walked out, I was like, in New York City, this is what we think all San Francisco drag queens are. We're like, oh yeah, San Francisco drag. That's the one.
I don't want ingrown hairs. I don't want to shave it all off. But it's still a fantasy, right?
You look great.
I look busted.
Doesn't he?
I look like Serena Cha-Cha, episode 1. Yeah! You guys know what I'm talking about.
Shout out to all the Drag Race fans out there.
She had a lot of confidence, though. She's a book queen. She's like Sasha Velour before Sasha Velour. Like, I'm so smart.
Serena, I would love a Filipino version named Sriracha Cha-Cha.
Ooh. Maybe that can be my busted drag name, and I can go on Drag Race like this and be immediately eliminated.
Who knows? You never know. Sometimes, I'm right now. Years ago, when I was watching Drag Race, I watched every episode, every season since the beginning. And I remember hearing about this queen on the show named Sharon Needles. Like, Sharon Needles on the show.
Hey.
And I was like, I know Sharon Needles, and she's crazy. Like, there's no way it's her. It's not Sharon. It must be. Every town has a Sharon Needles. It has to be a different Sharon. It has to be. And then today, when I was cast, I was like, holy shit. It's the crazy bitch. And I was like, well, she's got to go home first. And I was like, holy shit. She just won RuPaul's Drag Race. So you might be America's next drag superstar, honey.
Listen. You heard it here first. Y'all wanted a twist.
I was the first one to ever say it.
Oh. So just so you know, I was going to marry you. I was going to shag Mrs. Doubtfire because remember that scene where like her pantyhose goes down?
Yes,
and then the
on
bus
the
driver's
bus.
like, I'm gonna nail her so hard in this Muni bus.
What does the bus driver say to her again? Isn't it like I like a strong woman or something?
Yeah, like I'm from Scotland. I like some
moment.
hair on my women or something like that.
Something.
Anyway, back to you.
Robin Williams.
That's fine for Miss Doubtfire is when she goes, the whole time. We have to go. Don't touch me.
Shout out Sally Field.
I also love when you point out that Daniel Day-Lewis, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but Daniel Day-Lewis, he has to be in character at all times. So when he did Lincoln, they had to call him Mr. President. Throughout the entire film, which is kind of ridiculous. Whatever you have to do is stay in character. I get it, live your dream. But isn't it ridiculous when someone's like a PA walks up and goes, Mr. President, we're gonna go to Chipotle. So Frida's or steak. Oh, Mr. President, don't forget to send us your Uber receipts.
That's a commitment to method acting right there.
He commits to it, and yeah, it's a whole
look. Did he win an Oscar for that film? Did he?
He did, I think.
He did.
Good for him.
Sure.
Another one for him.
It's overrated. Can we just talk about that for like 5 seconds?
I don't know how much Daniel Day-Lewis stuff I've seen to say whether or not he's overrated. Also, that is what in my family we call WPS, white people shit.
Yes.
Because everything I've learned that's white people shit, I've had to learn it as an adult.
Yes.
Because in my house, we did not grow up listening to Madonna. We would listen to like Aretha Franklin, The Temptations, stuff like that. By the way, I love Madonna, but I had to learn about Madonna as a gay adult male because when you walk out of your house as a gay male and Vogue comes on, and when they start naming names, if you don't name every single song, they're like, who sent you? You're not one of us. He's a spy!
Intruder!
Ed Monroe, like I had to learn it really, really quick. Or also like, you're not one of us.
Not one of us.
So I don't know a lot about Daniel Day-Lewis.
You're not missing much.
But I am doing a play right now, which is written by the same guy who wrote Lincoln.
Hello,
Tell us
Tony
more.
Kushner.
Yes, I should probably go back and watch Lincoln.
Is that play potentially called Angels in America?
It is. And
Angels in America is actually 2 plays. It's a play called Millennium Approaches and Perestroika. And together, they make the show Angels in America, which is a full It is 7 hours of theater.
God.
Wow.
It's 2 3.5 hour plays. You thought Lord of the Rings was long.
Jeez.
Is that what's on the poster?
Lord of the Rings was long. But it is honestly some of the, like, I'm working with some really phenomenal, amazing actors. Like, I'm with Tony Award-winning actor Steven Spinella, who was in the original Broadway cast of Angels in America, and he was in the original cast which performed here in San Francisco about 30 years ago. And I'm also performing with Randy Harrison, who is, some of you guys may know him as Justin from Queer as Folk.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many amazing, phenomenal performers in this cast. And I'm kind of like, oh, here I am.
When does it start? When can we see this?
We open on April 17th. And it's at the Berkeley Repertory Theater in Berkeley, California.
Nice.
We'll be there. You guys coming? Yes?
Obviously you are.
I mean, don't clap if you're not going to come. Don't even waste time slapping your hands together. But it's going to be there for 4 months. It's running from April until July. So we'll be there for a while. And this, I'm telling you, it is one of the most prolific pieces of theater ever written. I mean, Tony Kushner at this point has won an Emmy for it. He's won Tonys. I mean, the Pulitzer Prize. If there's an award for writing, he's won it. He's one of the best playwrights of all time. Eat it, Shakespeare.
Sounds fantastic.
Get into it. So,
I'm the one talking shit about Shakespeare. Have we dragged Shakespeare on this podcast?
we have. Because the first episode, we were like, we have to be smart. It's public media. And we did a whole segment about Shakespeare.
It's true.
Carly's from England. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
It's a whole thing.
Macbeth at the Globe. I can't say it in the theater. I saw the Scottish play at the Globe.
Yeah, don't you dare say the name of that play.
Exactly.
Don't want to curse the show. So close to the end.
So many of your fans know you from Drag Race, yes? How many people watch?
Is there anyone here who has no clue who I am? Don't be embarrassed and don't be scared. Don't be scared.
There we go.
Raise your hand. I said, don't be scared. Are you? What's your name? Ryan. Ryan. Are you straight? Yeah. He's like, girl. I've never been a gay person who didn't know me. No, I'm kidding. Well, I was on a show called RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes.
I won season 8 of the show.
Yes.
You did.
I did that, Ryan.
He did it.
What the fuck?
Death dropping all.
I'm kidding. No, what do you do, really? What do you do?
I build houses.
Oh, don't do that like that. Don't.
You know.
It's one of there are certain jobs when you say it's such a ooh that you have to throw it away. Like, what school do you go to? Yale. You have to be like, I'm an architect. I build houses. That's really cool. Phenomenal. Congratulations. Brian's like, I hate that bitch on stage.
You thought he was going to say he worked at Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, everybody guard your information, honey.
He's like, Robert the drag queen is so rude. I don't even.
So, speaking of Drag Race, we just had Jonathan Van Ness on our show from another popular TV show. He's with the Queer Eye Reboot. Mm-hmm. And interviewing him made me remember like how pivotal that show was in sort of starting conversations in this country around LGBTQ rights. And I'm wondering, like on a more serious note, have you noticed a change and a shift in sort of like conversations around drag culture and around even maybe transgender rights since the Drag Race premiered?
So many. I mean, yes. I mean, so many. First of all, I was in this and I said every time no one paid, I don't work for RuPaul's Drag Race. That I'm not on their pay docket. I do not work for. I am not an employee at World of Wonder. But RuPaul's Drag Race is literally the most important show to queer culture in the history of television. I'm telling you right now, there has never been a show on TV that highlighted more queer people, more trans people, more queer people of color, than telling their true stories. Before RuPaul's Drag Race, if a trans woman was to appear on TV, she was a dead training hooker on CSI or New York PD or whatever those shows are, and it was usually played by a cisgender male. But on this show, they've had over 15 or 20 trans women, many of color, telling their real life true stories actually on TV and not being portrayed as like, you know, just a dead person. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's why I say Drag Race is one of the most important shows to queer culture ever. Yeah. And I think too, because Drag Race has brought such an awareness to queer culture and to trans lives and to the lives of queer people of color, it is the natural. It's natural for people to buck against what becomes the new standard. So at one point when Drag Race was counterculture and it's now somehow becoming not counterculture anymore. So now people are bucking against the system that is RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
So there's always discussions about what is. There was recently a controversy with RuPaul where she made some comments that people were like, because she made some comments about one of the contestants and her trans status, and it was a whole thing. But it opened up this huge discussion about what it is to be trans and what it is to transition and what it is to identify as queer, and which I think is huge. I mean, there are some people in this world who would never even know the difference between a drag queen and a trans woman if they had not watched RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
Because, Monica Beverly Hills stood on that stage and she said, trans is what I am and drag is what I do. That was on RuPaul's Drag Race where she said that. People actually heard that.
Iconic.
I want to talk about being nice. Oh yeah, because I know you have opinions on this. Yeah.
I always think it's more important to be a good person than it is to be a nice person.
This is what I was going to ask you about. So our theme tonight is 90s Slumber Party, and we know that slumber parties, middle school, high school in general, can turn into a popularity contest. Indeed. And you do believe that it's more important to be a good person than to be nice. Yes. We all get very caught up in being liked. So I wondered if you had any advice for these good people in the audience about how to stop worrying about being so nice and being liked.
Yeah, nice people are annoying. Probably the most annoying people. It's so gross. Nothing's worse than someone, first of all, over-apologizing is a disgusting trait. I hate it. People who apologize for stuff, first of all, I'm sorry is not the same word as excuse me.
Yeah.
Like literally, I'm sorry for everything, sorry. Like you will bump into me and then I'll bump into you, knock your stuff and you go, I'm sorry. I'm like, are you sorry? Because I bumped right into you. And I wrecked your project. You're still, how are you so sorry?
It's a default.
But also I think a lot of times people really want people to like them. It is so important for people to be perceived as a nice person, which is not always the same thing as being a good person. Like if someone comes up to you and they ask for help in something, like for example, if you're like a mentor to someone, like I'm a drag mom, which is essentially a mentor, and if they come to you and say, how was that performance? And if you say, it was great, and you were phenomenal, that is nice. That is undeniably a nice thing to say, but it's not a good thing to do. Because now this bitch is gonna think her terrible performance was good. And she's like, well, there's nothing to change. I nailed it. I did that. You know what I mean? And whereas you go, actually, there were some good things about what you did. However, if you change this and then this, or maybe look at this. How do you feel about how that looked? And then you think to yourself, wow, I didn't think of it from that perspective. And then you become a better performer because, or maybe you will, maybe you won't. It's all based on what the person does with the information or the information being given to the person. But like I said, the difference between being nice is an idea to like make people happy or to do something good for people. And that being a good person is doing what inherently you feel is a good thing. Or what is it, how do I say that? Being a good person, for example, this is what I always said. I bet if Harriet Tubman was nice, she would have been a lot less effective.
Oh, hello.
Ooh. Could you imagine?
Hello.
Like, please don't make us slaves.
Can we go now?
Nice slave. Harriet Tubman was the nicest slave we ever did see. Just sweet. You know what I mean? But she probably wasn't nice. And Emma Goldman wasn't nice. And, a lot of people who have affected a lot of change in life were not nice, but they were definitely good people.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's definitely a struggle, even with emails being like, exclamation point on anything, and then like a little emoji, like, don't be mad at me, but I'm just asking for something that is your job.
Well, also, not to mention, in terms of texting, people love, you can throw stuff on the end of a text to change the entire meaning of a whole thing.
But a smiley face there.
LOL onto a text, bitch, you weren't LOLing. Sure as hell wasn't out loud if you were loud. And they'll throw a JK. But also to get out of a situation like if you're texting someone who you're interested in, and then you're like, I'm gonna take a leap and say something dirty. And you take something dirty and they don't respond, and you start sweating, a bead rolls through your head, and you're like, JK. Oh, I made it out of that one alive.
Or if you were in the 90s, sorry, my friend had my phone and they sent that. That's how you got out of it.
I mean, was there texting?
Like 98 onwards.
There was a sidekick. We had a little sidekick action back then. Remember that?
Do you remember when phones were, the point of a phone was to get as small as possible, and then they started getting, like, phones are the size of, like, computers.
Zach Morris level.
Snap the keyboard off an iPad or, like, MacBook Pro and, like, this is my phone. It's like, that's how ridiculous phones are nowadays. Whereas, like, the Razor, it was called the Razor.
Yeah, I had one.
So skinny you could shave with it.
Yeah.
And then, like, a phone, then the first time I saw, like, a Galaxy Note X, I was like, is that a GPS? Remember GPSs when those things were sent?
Or PDA. Remember those?
The Sidekick, which is a full-on PlayStation remote controller. With a swivel.
Mess. Okay, so some people in the audience we've heard don't care about Drag Race, but I do, and a lot of other people do, and a lot of people listening at home care. So we'll just keep this brief, I guess, with a lightning round of.
Sometimes you just gotta adjust.
I actually lost weight in the base. My pants are so big right now. Just keep on down.
Category is 2 and 1. Were you going to reveal?
Well, I'm wearing just like some ugly gray underwear under here. I thought I was like, wearing pajamas. Should I just go with my underwear? And you guys came out in like amazing Clueless costumes. I think I'm wearing the ugliest underwear I have. Like a pair just wearing a black
sneak peek.
Just wearing a black draws.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, speed run.
Okay, speed round, lightning round. Okay.
What would I have to do? Is this kill, fuck, marry?
No, it isn't. I mean, it can be if you want.
Just kill them all. Just kill them all.
Okay, the most recent thing to happen in the drag universe, or drag race universe, is All Stars 3 came to an end with a kind of a WTF, because all these returning queens come back. Everyone's like, well, Shangela's and Trixie are probably going to be top 2. Shangela has the best track record. She's probably going to win. Bendela eliminated herself. That's her own thing.
Slowest speed round.
Oh.
Also, talking about RuPaul Drag Race, first of all, every time RuPaul goes there and like, oh, my All-Stars, this is the best of the best. I'm like, hold on. None of these bitches won this season. This is the third best, the second best, the sixth best, not the best of the best. I'm the best of the best.
Yeah.
This girl, season 3, they were scraping the barrel of these queens. It is true. None of those girls even made it to the top 3 of their season. I think Morgan went home like third 12 years ago.
Yes.
Are really scraping. But they brought BB back, which was amazing.
Yeah, they tried to balance it out.
She deserves more TV time because she was the first winner. And they get you like, we're going to give you a sickening supply of MAC cosmetics. They'll tell you what a sickening supply is.
Well, now they're going to have to give Trixie a lot of cosmetics. They didn't think that through.
Like a lifetime supply for Trixie. What the hell is that going to amount to?
Yeah. But yeah, it's like BB, #1 winner. 13th place, Milk. It's like, I don't know. Wait, is this some Milk audience? Like, you guys like her? You guys.
Doesn't look like it. Oh, we have one. We have
Ryan. What are Ryan's opinions?
So what you say? Well, you know, no one's perfect.
He cried when she got eliminated.
Oh my God.
I cried when she was part of the cast.
See, you got a lot in common with Milk. That bitch cried every episode she was on. Every episode of the show, she cried. She came back and she started crying. I was like, girl, what the f is so sad? You are a 6'3", upper class white man and you're famous. You are a Calvin Klein model.
You're doing all right.
What are you sad about? What?
Her sorry drag is what she's sad about.
Shots
I shouldn't be talking, actually. I look like shit. Hold on, Jonathan Van Ness moment. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my question, the lightning round, like Speedy Gonzalez over here. So yeah, they didn't give it to Shangela. They didn't even let her lip sync for her. She was. Why do you think they were so bitter? Like, do you think that it was like, oh, someone else will vote for Shangela? Okay, tell me.
And this is why, okay, first of all, when I was watching the episode before, I saw they were bringing all the girls back. They're going to bring the girls back. The girls are going to vote. You won't bring the girls back to just stand around. And you have to look at it. There were 6 girls. Shangela sent 3 of them home.
Right.
And drag queens are shady people. Take the shadiest person from your high school and multiply it by the power of bitch. And that is what a drag queen is. So they are sitting there with the opportunity to get back at the girl who sent them all home. They're not going to vote for her. They are not going to vote for her at all. Absolutely not.
So once that was announced, you were like, it's a wrap for Sharon.
Like, Sharon's not going to make it. There's no way on earth she's going to make the top 3. And they did a top 2, which really gagged me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay.
And Trixie got voted in because Trixie has lost every lip sync she's ever done in the history of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Except the last one, which kind of.
She didn't. That was the culmination of the show.
Yeah.
Trixie. I mean, Trixie would lose a lip sync to anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Oof. One of the people.
Wait, watch me and Trixie on the Trixie.
Oh yeah. On Viceland. How long are you doing that for? Just like a few? Or?
We did 5 episodes. I think we're on episode 4. There's 2 more. 1 more left.
Amazing.
Look how horrible.
They are so good.
My horrible man.
Okay, what's the deal with your hometown sis, Thorgy Thor, always bringing you up, even on seasons you're not on, and being like, "Fucking Bob, if it wasn't for him, then like I would be the legendary icon." It's like, girl, what's her problem? Is she like that behind the scenes?
No, that's how Thorgy is. That's how that is. Not a ruse. Thorgy's really like that in real life. When I won RuPaul's Drag Race, I was standing on stage and had a huge check. It's a big, literally novelty check. Wider than that, and it says $100,000. I'm holding a scepter, and I have a crown that has been pinned into my hair with 1 bobby pin by the shady Violet Johnson.
Oh.
So I'm walking like this.
Don't drop it. Don't.
And then I get to the stairs, and I look up, and Thorgy's coming down, and she looks at me, and she holds her arms out like she's gonna hug me. And I'm holding all this stuff, and I can't do anything, so I just lean in, and she slapped me right across the face.
Shady.
I am not making that up. And I was like, what the fuck? And then she was like, ha ha ha, woo! And then,
Wow.
And then like bounced away.
Behind the scenes exclusive.
Exactly. Vodka just bounced away from me. I was like, girl. So Thorgy, I don't know, she has a weird competitiveness with me, but Thorgy is probably my oldest drag friend. I've known Thorgy is probably longer than I've known almost any drag queen. And that's kind of how we kind of came up in New York City at the same time. And then, I don't know what happened. We were always great friends. We're still friends. We did a tour together. We did a Christmas tour together recently. And we always kiki and laugh. And then she has little moments where she mad jealous.
Yeah, we've seen. You weren't even there. She was like, Bob, stop it. Stop sabotaging me. It's like, he's not here. He's on tour making money. And he's on the Cooler podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah. Twice.
Oh, yeah, twice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, but you called us on the phone. It was cute.
I remember.
Okay.
It was wonderful. You were literally packing your suitcase to fly somewhere, and you were on the phone to us recording an interview.
I remember because my manager was like, you did this podcast already. I was like, oh, okay. All right, yeah, I remember.
Remember that. Okay, these last 3 we will do lightning round because I'm taking up all the time and like it's not fair. Okay, so we're like scraping the barrel with All Stars 3, but like if you had the power to cast All Stars 4, who's in it?
Oh.
Well, I mean, there really just aren't. I think we've used all the queens. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm not even being funny. I mean, you have to pull from season 9.
Yes.
And since we're allowing winners now, I would pull Jinx Monsoon in because she's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I would pull. And by the way, they keep saying that we have. It's really funny how even in the queer community, we will not give the due to people who don't fall into the binaries. And people forget, Jinx Monsoon is trans. She says that she openly, she is non-binary, and she's like, I have a trans existence. And we're like, if only we could have a trans winner of RuPaul's Drag Race. She's like,
right here, right here.
It's like Raja. Raja's like, if only an Asian girl could win. She's like, I'm Indonesian, guys. I am fully 100% Asian. Anyway, Jinx Monsoon, I would use Shea Coulee. I would bring back in Sasha Velour. I put Valentina in it. I would grab Naomi Smalls, Kim Chi. I would pull Angina.
Ooh, fans.
And I don't care if anyone says she deserves another shot. I'm bringing back Victoria Porkchop Parker.
Yeah.
She deserves another. She was the first queen ever eliminated in the history of Drag Race. I'm bringing her back.
Yeah. Remember when she lip synced in the first episode of All Stars 3 against that like girl who was like, I'm really into thugging right now?
What was her name? Who was that girl?
Vanessa Hudgens, thank you. Yeah, it was like a literal pork chop, but like
It was so
same.
It was so shady they put that in. I'm really into voguing right now. Everyone was like,
She's definitely the kind of person who's like, you have to meet my gays. They're mine. They belong to me.
Craig, and I'm like, yes, but that's a coincidence.
I have someone to set you up with. I
have a gay friend.
I have one gay friend.
I'm like, oh my God, I wish I didn't, but I do. Yes, I do. Not helping my point here.
Okay, all winner season. Who's your biggest competition?
I'm gonna say Alaska.
Oh yeah.
She's really amazing. These couches. Nothing makes you feel more into it than performing in a place where dishes are clinking in the back. I made it!
They're like, wrap it up.
I'm so distracted by these couches. They are so ugly.
There's like woodland creatures on here.
It's vintage grandma. We're going for a look. It's a vibe.
Okay, last lightning round question, or just last question, not lightning. Favorite one-liner from all of Drag Race history?
Oh, I already have this. Okay, it follows up everyone else's favorite one-liner. Okay, Alyssa Edwards and Coco Montrese. Coco's doing her makeup. And then Alyssa walks over to Coco and she goes, girl, look how fucking orange you look right now. But my favorite is when Coco Montrese turns around and goes, I'm not joking, bitch!
While looking like a Dorito.
I mean, full on, so angry. And I'm not joking! Like foaming at the mouth. I also love the line from Untucked from RuPaul Drag Race season 4.
I know what you're gonna say.
And it's not the one everyone thinks. Everyone thinks this is not RuPaul's best friend race, but everyone forgets the quote right before that, where she goes, "I'm not here to make best buddies, bitch."
Yes.
That is the real.
That needs to be a T-shirt.
Quote before the infamous Whitney Houston interview, Whitney Houston and Diane Sawyer.
Yes.
Everyone thinks that the quote is, "I don't smoke crack." The best one is where she goes, "Can we talk about the booze?" That is the best quote in the entire interview. Can we talk about the booze?
Second place, I want to see the receipts. Where are the receipts?
That's such a good one. That is.
R.I.P.
Okay, Whitney Houston was legendarily not good at interviews. She lost every interview she ever did. But if you want to see Whitney Houston win an interview, she once won an interview. It was her against Wendy Williams.
Oh
If
no.
you don't know this? Look it up. When you go home, you will live your full dreams. It was Whitney Houston versus Wendy Williams back when Wendy Williams had a radio show, and she called in. Whitney Houston was.
Oh, that phone call?
Yes, the phone call.
Oh, that's infamous.
She was in the clouds. But the best thing, this was like in the 90s, before cell phones. And at one point, every answer she gives is so quick. And at one point, Wendy Williams she goes, how's the weather? And without missing a beat, Whitney goes, 95 and sunny, why? And I was like, why does she know the exact temperature?
She was on. She was on.
95 and sunny, why? Hey.
Okay, so before you go, I gotta ask you one last question. We know that you are fully steeped in RuPaul's Drag Race, but I need to know what else you're watching. You're busy. What do you make time to watch?
Oh, well, I used to. Can I tell you guys a secret? I'm fessing up. I'm fessing up right here. This is a confession.
Confession time.
Of something I did, and I want to say right now, I'm wrong. I shouldn't have done it, and I was wrong. I go to the gym and I watch shows on Hulu, the treadmill. I watch BoJack. I watch all of BoJack Horseman. I watch American Vandal, which is such a good show. And then I was talking to my friend on the phone, and I have a question. This is a good question. Is it rude to talk on your phone at the gym? Here's my question asking why. Because if I'm not talking louder than the two assholes who are standing next to me who are full on screaming, and I am talking at the same volume, if not lower, if they're not rude, why am I rude? It's because you can't hear the other half of my conversation. I've asked this question a lot of times. Why is it rude to talk on the phone, but it's not rude to fully yell across the gym or talk to someone at a full volume in the gym?
You tell no lies. You tell no lies.
I think it is, our world hates we've reached a culture now where we are revolting against cell phones. People hate, like, put your phone down. Rita, a book. Like my phone has way more fucking information than your book does.
And you don't like it when people read books at the gym, right?
Everything your book knows, everything your book knows, and a bajillion billion times more things than that. Anyway, so this is what I did was wrong. I was talking to my friend, and then I was like, there's a guy reading a book on the treadmill. He was like, what? I was like, he's on the treadmill. He's reading a book. And they're like, I was like, he's not holding on. Just like this.
Oh no.
And I was like, that is dangerous. And my friend said, girl, I want to see.
No.
I said it. It's wrong. I shouldn't have done it. I am atoning for my sins. It was a horrible, nasty thing. So I was like, okay, I gotta try to get a picture of this guy. So I tried to like get a picture of this guy walking on the treadmill, reading of Mice and Men.
No. That wasn't for
Looking
him.
like off to the side. And then this lady was like, did you just take a picture of someone?
Oh no. Oh no.
And I was like, I've been compromised. I've been had. I was wrong. And I was like, I deleted it. I did delete it right away. I did not send it to my friend.
Did you though? Did you really?
I promise I deleted it. I promise I did not send it. That is I would not lie to you. I deleted it and I did not send it. I mean, if I'm coming clean now, why the hell would I come all the way clean?
So now we know what you're watching.
Yeah, other people through
People watcher.
But American Vandal, and also my favorite show of all time on TV, it's the best show that's ever been on TV, scripted TV show, is, I will watch it over and over again, is Breaking Bad.
Oh, I'm here.
Breaking Bad is one of the best shows that is ever. It is drama, drama, drama. You love the main character, you hate the main character, then you want to be the main character, then you hate him again, then you love him, then you hate him again.
I haven't been able to look at a Winnebago the same since.
Girl, honey.
Yeah.
For different reasons.
Sorry.
I guess, do you guys have more questions?
I'll ask the question.
Yeah, ask it.
Also, I want to say, you all look very great tonight, and your eyebrows are damn near perfect.
Well, thank you.
These are great, great eyebrows.
Thank you so much.
Good for you.
I draw them on every day.
Congratulations on the eyebrows. Congratulations.
I actually have a question for you about being funny.
Yes.
Do you think you could ever have an unfunny queen, since comedy is so central to what you do?
Well, could I ever be an unfunny queen?
Like, could you ever have a drag queen that wasn't funny?
Yeah.
That didn't have a sense of comedy?
Absolutely. Have you met Peaches Christ?
Shots fired.
No, I'm joking. She's my drag mom. I'm just kidding. She's really brilliant. Go see her shows at the Castro Theater. No, let me tell you what drag is. Drag is, it's really simple. Drag is just blurring the gender line and creating art at the same time. So drag isn't always about being funny. Now, the interesting thing about drag is that drag really is a parody of gender. It really, really is. Drag likes to take gender and it's not just men dressing as women or women dressing as men. It can be a woman dressing as a man, dressed as a woman. It can be a non-binary person dressing as a woman, or it can be someone dressing as like a genderless creature. It's when you take gender and you twist it and then you create art. And there are a lot of people, like there's a really interesting queen named Ryan Burke who does this really interesting art on Instagram. Look up Ryan Burke. And it's not about humor, it's not about being funny, it's about really beautiful visuals and amazing artistry. Naomi Smalls is a good friend of mine. She's not a comedy queen, but it's all about modeling and fashion for her. You have queens like Violet Chachki, who's about like burlesque and performance. So it's not always about humor. I mean, a lot of queens tend to lean toward humor because, I mean, humor is a great way to relate to people. Everyone likes to laugh. Like every single person likes to laugh. Not every person likes burlesque. Not every person likes, country music. Like if you're doing Trixie, not everyone likes this, but everyone loves to laugh. So people tend to use humor as a way to just relate to people. That's what comedians are kind of like. Comedians just want people to like them. Yeah. Being a comedian is stemming from being like, people don't like me. I should make people like me. I'll tell jokes. It's what you do when you want to tell jokes. You want people to relate to you and be like, see, I also have a point of view that's similar to yours, and I want you to see that we're not so different, you and I. Mm-hmm. So I think that that's why people lean toward humor. But you don't have to be funny to be a drag queen. You just have to blur the gender line and create art, and then you are a drag queen.
Yes.
But it certainly helps if you are hilarious. So, would you mind doing a little bit of stand-up for us?
I certainly will. I will.
Yeah.
This is where you clap.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna leave? You're gonna hang out?
We're gonna just stick around.
We're gonna hang out with you. Why not?
Every comedian wants a microphone stand. It just makes you feel like you're at home. And I'm so not used to doing stand up with people on stage. And I'm usually in full drag almost every single time. And also, I want you guys to know too, is everyone's like, Bob, so I didn't want you to think I didn't want to do drag. I literally came straight from rehearsal. I met my friend Sister Roma, and then we were like rushed over here in an Uber. Uber XL. That was Uber. It was fully a Toyota Camry. Anyway, so yeah. Also, can I just get a quick demographic of the room? Oh, you want to know what's really funny? Because you mentioned my drag sister.
Yes.
Oh. I'm wearing my Thorgy Thor shirt right now. Which is like ridiculous. Are there any straight people here by accident? I'm just kidding. I love that now. Like we've reached a point. It is truly 2018 where like no one's proud of being a majority anymore. Everyone's like, if straight people are like, and like the white hands raised the slowest. They're like, ooh, the privilege makes my hands so heavy. Are there any straight white men here? I have a theory, and I can't prove it, but do not get mad at me. I have a theory that that gay people are smarter than straight people. And don't get mad at me. It's just a thought, but I also have a theory that women are smarter than men, which essentially makes lesbians the smartest people on the planet, which is why I voted for Hillary Clinton. And I also feel like where the straight guys against straight guys make some noise or something? Oh my God. Listen how sad it is. Yeah. I feel like being straight is like a constant barrage of you. Like if you are straight in 2018, it's like, first of all, being gay is the best gift I've ever received in my whole entire life. It is freeing. It is freeing. The first time you get called a faggot, you're like, nothing can hurt me now. The worst, like I'm good. I know you don't like me. I'm good. I'm chill. But I feel like straight guys have to always constantly prove how straight they are all the time. It's a constant, like even if you're cool with gay, it's like, but I gotta let them know that football. I don't know what straight guys like. And also one of my favorite things that I like to point out, people don't know this, but it's true. But is if you are, and maybe Emmanuel can back me up on this. I don't know. Maybe he'll be like, girl, don't tell our secrets. If you are a straight man and you have a girlfriend or a wife who loves gay people, especially gay boys, I promise you, I have seen a picture of your dick. I promise you. Oh, I promise you. I can describe it in great detail. I have a private folder on my cell phone because, let me tell you right now, men are pigs and gay men are no different. We're animals. We're the worst. You ever looked at a picture on a gay guy's cell phone? This is how a gay guy hands you his phone. Here's my phone. Don't swipe left. Don't swipe right. Look at the picture on the phone. If you start swiping, you're going to see some shit you do not want to see. Not straight women. Here, woo! They don't care. Just pictures of dogs, cats, and food. I don't know I don't even fucking know. I have no clue. I'm also really obsessed with divas, and honestly, and it's not always I think there's something about. Okay, first of all, gay men really just love powerful women. Like powerful women speak to something deep down in a gay man that we find really, which is why gay men love Mariah Carey, no matter how messy she gets. No matter how messy she gets, we will always love Mariah Carey. She can do the worst job or the best job, and she will get the same round of applause every single time. But people also love to hate Mariah Carey because she's so gorgeous, and she will always be gorgeous. When she's skinny, she's gorgeous. When she's fat, she's gorgeous. When she has a mustache and precious, she was still gorgeous. Like, she will always be beautiful. And sometimes my favorite diva isn't even, my two favorite divas are on my arms. I have tattoos. I have a Whoopi Goldberg tattoo on this arm. And I have a Carol Channing tattoo on this arm. This is just so I don't have to come out to people all the time. But I think one of my favorite divas is honestly probably Beyonce. And it's not because she's of her dancing or her singing or anything. That's all great. But I think it's because Beyonce is actually genuinely the shadiest celebrity of all time. And you don't know she's shady until you see, first of all, this is how you know she's shady. How old is Beyonce? 35, 87? Who knows? She's a robot. None of us know. No one has any clue how old Beyonce is. And not only that, but like she's been a celebrity for like her whole life. The closest she's ever been to being involved in drama was she was once in an elevator while two other people had drama near her. That is the closest you will ever get to Beyonce being able. You remember when Solange went all Street Fighter on Jay-Z, and then Beyonce was just like. But I realized Beyonce was shady when I truly realized Beyonce was the shadiest celebrity of all time. When I was watching her, there used to be a show called 106 in Park, okay? 106 in Park was black TRL, in case you don't know what they're imagine TRL, but everybody black. So I'm watching this show, and then it's Destiny's Child. Which first is, first of all, the weird thing is that this is how you know like something was gonna go wrong. Kelly was standing in the middle. What the hell is Beyonce doing on the side? Who knows? Someone got fired the very next day, okay? So Kelly's standing in the middle. It's Kelly, Beyonce, and Michelle. And poor Michelle. There's a whole hashtag poor Michelle movement going on out there. Poor Michelle. And I have a theory that Beyonce literally never even knew Michelle was in Destiny's Child. I have a theory Beyonce was like, why is this backup dancer singing so loud? What's going on? So they're all coming forward. They're doing the song Soldier on 106 in Park. The song just came out. I need a soldier that is going to stand up for me. And all of a sudden, it was in slow motion. I was watching it, and then Michelle goes down like the Hindenburg, okay? Ankle first, and then her knee, and then her hip, and then she's down. Now, this is in life where you get to decide, are you going to be a Beyonce, or are you going to be a Kelly? Now, when Michelle fell, Kelly went, That is the sound of genuine human concern. Michelle fell and Beyonce went. All right, thank you all. My name is Bob the Drag Queen. Thank you. Thank you.
Give it up.
If you get a chance, come out and see Angels in America at the Berkeley Repertory Theater. I'm telling you, it is literally a life-changing piece of theater. It is not me telling jokes. It's me being. It's a very heavy subject matter, but it's a really amazingly intense play with some phenomenal actors and an amazing crew. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to the Cooler for having me. And you all have been lovely. Thank you. Oh, my jacket.
Your jacket, don't forget.
Don't forget that fabulous jacket now.
Oh, you're so gentlemanly. Moving things around. Also, he said, may I hug you consensually?
Yeah.
Consent.
Which is
Consent.
the loveliest thing.
Yes.
He's the greatest.
Bob the Drag Queen,
Yeah.
everyone.
One last time. Oh my God. You guys, I don't want this night to end. This slumber party's so fun.
Me either.
Well, it doesn't have to be over. If you guys go to kqed.org/thecooler, you can listen to podcasts and spend all night with us, yes?
Every week.
Every week.
On Wednesdays.
You can also follow us online, which is basically like signing our high school yearbook.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And you can follow us in multiple ways.
Yeah. You can KIT me at Jamidra Says on Instagram and Twitter.
I'm Excuse My Beauty with the first E on Instagram, without the first E on Twitter, because someone took my handle and doesn't tweet, and I'm very pissed about it.
He's complicated. He's so complicated.
Tweet me, like my stuff. I'm insecure. I need validation. Obviously.
I'm at Teacup in the Bay on all of the relevant platforms.
And thank you guys for coming. Oh my God. It would be really sad to put a wig on for an empty room.
Yeah, we were going to do the wigs anyway, so it was.
Yeah. That's how we always are. Thanks, Bob. So we end every episode with a song, and we were trying to rack our brains, like, how do we, like, what's the pinnacle of 90s? What could get the dance party started? Because there's going to be a dance party now.
It's a decision.
So if you guys could, like, be cute and, like, take your chairs to the side when we're done, that would be the best. So we were racking our brains. We came up with the best thing. It's going to make you want to dance. So without further ado, let's party like it's 1999.
Yes.
Hit it.